Ready to start at any time.
Thank you very much. This is the greatest witch hunt in the history of our country. There has never been another president, or perhaps even another politician, who has been persecuted, harassed, and in every other way unfairly treated like President Donald J. Trump. What Latitia James has tried to do the last number of years is a disgrace to the legal system, an affront to the New York State taxpayers, and a violation of the solemn rights and protections afforded by the United States Constitution. She developed a political platform and made a career out of maliciously attacking me and my business before she even understood or was elected, or reviewed one of the millions of pages of documents we willingly produced. We willingly produced these documents. James proclaimed that she, quote, looks forward to going into the office of Attorney General every day suing me and then going home. This is during her campaign. She announced that she was obsessed with, quote, taking me on, and that her eyes were set on Trump Tower, quote, Trump Tower. She even assured her supporters as an election promise very strongly that, quote, we're going to definitely sue him. Before she even knew anything about me, we're going to be a real pain in his ass. He's going to know my name personally. And she claimed I was on an illegitimate, and that it was an illegitimate president. Quote, illegitimate president. In her AG speech, she promised to, quote, shine a bright light into every dark corner of Trump's real estate holdings. Shortly thereafter, she vowed to, quote, use every area of the law to investigate President Trump and his business transactions, and that of his family as well. She knows nothing about us. This is when she knew absolutely nothing about us. It was very unfair.
All right, y'all, we are back with another video. Now, the clip that y'all just seen right before y'all see me is that it shows you that I've been saying this for the longest, how Latitia James was planning to attack this man the entire time. You literally heard Donald Trump say she knew nothing about us. He seen the videos where she was talking about how she was going to sue him, go after his businesses. I mean, just all type of stuff, slandering his name, constantly attacking this man. How come she ain't being held accountable? How come she ain't the one they saying that she might go to jail or prison for what she done did to Donald Trump? Like, this right here is crazy, and I literally wanted to show y'all that video to see that Donald Trump even said the same thing. That's why he's not holding back and stuff right now. That's why they keep trying to put these gag orders on him to stop this man from talking. In that clip, you can personally see that this woman has been attacking Donald Trump the entire time, and she needs to be held accountable for that. Like I said, this right here is ridiculous. He shouldn't even be in this case. He shouldn't be in this New York trial. There's nobody suing him. Trump don't owe anybody money. But yet Latitia James and this judge is trying to hold him up in the courtroom to try to stop this man from campaigning. That is a load of crap. But like I said, though, we're going to go ahead and dive straight into this from Doug. I will leave the original video in the description. He said what Latitia James just did is backfiring big time, because it seems like every time she try to do something to Trump, it goes in Trump's favor. Because, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, that's all I'm going to say. It's just crazy that they are trying so many things to try to see what's going to stick when it comes to Donald Trump, because they're trying to get him off. They're trying to get him off the ballot. They know that he's winning. They feel like he's a threat. I mean, it's crazy. But like I said, though, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comments section. I also want to thank everybody that clicked on this video for the very first time, and shout out to the ones that always stay to the very end, that watches the entire video, because when you watch the entire video, YouTube will share the video so more people can see my reaction, and that right there is where it helped the channel grow. So shout out to everyone that always come in, hit that like button, watch their entire video. I appreciate all of you. Without further ado, let's see what Doug got to say about this, man, because seems like Latitia James done try something again, and it backfired on her.
Who's in control of America? Latitia James, this unelected, someone who's not accountable to the voters, or Trump, who is accountable to the voters? This is about undermining the entire presidency and providing a future where the presidents are going to be held accountable by these socialist, communist, undemocratic nitwits. I'm Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. Here's the article. Stephen Miller on Twitter says many likely don't appreciate just how radical and dangerous it is to revoke the doctrine of presidential immunity. In effect, this gives any single far-left judge, jury, or prosecutor a veto over the actions of the democratically elected president. That is, it puts someone like Engeron in New York over your vote. See what happens? They're not pro-democracy at all. They don't believe in the vote. They don't believe in the voter. They believe in power. It means a Latitia James or a James Comey alone decide what a president can or cannot do in the fulfillment of his duties. This is where an incompetent imbecile like Latitia James, who really is dumb, is now thinks they're working more smart than the entire voters. Her will is being done. Your will is not being taken into consideration if you're not allowed to vote for Trump. They're trying to take him off the ballot. The fact that such a persecution may initiate after a president has left office is irrelevant. Future presidents will now exercise their office within the narrow confines of this anti-constitution, anti-democratic framework. The Democrats have already won on this in that they have terrified future presidents knowing that they're going to be hunted. So now they'll stop being as swing for the fences as presidents used to be. Greats like Teddy Roosevelt will no longer exist. Greats like Lincoln suspending habeas corpus. They may not take that risk anymore, and they need to be able to do that risk to be effective. A president is the embodiment of the state and the voter, so when he becomes liable for his exercise of speech as president, it is, in fact, the whole American people who have been robbed of their sovereign authority. Authority transferred yet again to the unelected, unreformed, and unaccountable. That's what's happening to Trump in New York under Latitia James right now. Conservatives not speaking out against these travesties are clearly uninterested in conserving this republic. So don't believe in these people that claim to be conservatives that will not help Trump. He should have immunity. You want all presidents to have immunity. In a way, you want them to be able to go nuts, because sometimes that might be what it takes to save the republic. Here's a Rusty Cannon in the comments. They are doing this, then screaming afraid when Trump enters the office, he will do it back. And I know I shouldn't, but I hope he does. Do we hope Trump does it back to them? I do. When he gets into office, he absolutely has to try to.
Yeah. He definitely going to have to, because, bro, they've been attacking this man for the longest. That's the reason why a lot of them came out with their video talking about, I don't want Trump back in office. He already said if he get in office, he's going to arrest me. Like, think about this. Y'all have been constantly attacking this man day in and day out, every single day, and right now you are constantly doing it. You constantly keeping this man in courtrooms. You constantly trying to get gag orders put on him so he can't respond to the crap narratives that the judge and Latitia James is trying to run with, and everybody else. They even putting the gag order on Alina Hopper. So you doing all of this stuff to Trump, constantly attacking this man. But now y'all think when he get in office, I won't be surprised if Trump fired back at all of them. Latitia James, that judge, Jack Smith, Fannie Willis, all of them, because all of them are teaming up together to try to take down Donald Trump, trying to get him off the ballot. That's exactly what they're trying to do. The reason they're trying to get these speedy trials going, which is not going to work. It's not going to work. So I wouldn't be surprised if Trump fired back at him. I mean, every time, like right now that he's trying to respond to him, they trying to throw gag orders on him because they don't want him saying nothing. Then if he do, they try to punish him for it. So it's just ridiculous as how they trying to treat this man. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Trump fired back on all of them when he get in office. Talking about he shouldn't put them in jail, but yet all of you that's going after them trying to put them in jail. You literally more than jail. Y'all trying to get Trump put in prison. That is what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to get this man put in prison. But you trying to cry victim if he try to get you put in jail. So come on, man. The hypocrisy is real.
Prosecute. Here's a Rusty Cannon in the comments. They are doing this, then screaming afraid when Trump enters the office, he will do it back. And I know I shouldn't, but I hope he does. Do we hope Trump does it back to them? I do when he gets into office.
Yep.
He absolutely has to.
Got to.
Try to prosecute Biden after he leaves office. Why? That's mutually assured destruction. Is the only way an enemy like communists, like Democrats or the Russians, that's how they stopped the Cold War, was mutually assured destruction. If Trump does it back to them, the Democrats will come join the Republicans to say a president from now on of either party can't do this. That's how you win, guys. Here's Trump on Truth Social in the courtroom of the Biden-inspired AG case in Lower Manhattan. Election interference. If we have any other judge, this case would have been thrown out years ago. I
definitely agree with that. Listen to what Trump just said right here. In the courtroom of the Biden-inspired AG case in Lower Manhattan, election interference, if we had any other judge, this case would have been thrown out years ago, and I can definitely agree with that. See, when they get them judges to go against Trump like the judges that's already for the left, and then they already don't like Donald Trump, of course they're going to try to put him down. They're going to try to put gag orders on him, try to get his businesses took. I mean, just all type of stuff. Say, like, right now, Trump don't even have a fair trial with Latitia James, and because Latitia James had already had plans to go after this man for the longest. She didn't think them video clips was going to come out. With her saying she's going to go after him, she's going to constantly attack him, she's going to try to sue him. I mean, all of this, and Trump have never said anything to this woman. Ain't never did anything to her. She just came out and started attacking this man for no reason. And she should be held accountable for that.
Thrown out years ago. That is Engeron, is a radical left Democrat who is totally controlled by Latitia James and her thugs.
Exactly.
If you guys like this material, spread this link around to your friends.
Shout out to Doug, man. Like I said, I will leave the original video in the description. Y'all go over there, show Doug some love. The one thing about me, if I use your video, react to your video, I make sure I put your link in the description so more people can come check you out. Because like I said, Doug do a great job up there. He keep me updated. He keep everybody updated. And that's why I like covering his videos. Shout out to him. But as we can see, we just heard Trump call out that judge, Engeron, because if it was another judge, this case would have been thrown out. Of course, it seems like that judge is listening to Latitia James because he got her talking points, stuff that she says she'll do. That's what they trying to do to Trump. So obviously they working together to try to take this man out. We're going to keep covering it all the way until this junk get thrown out, because it should have been thrown out years ago. Should have been thrown out. But it's crazy, though. But like I said, thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit that like button for me, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.